What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Right after the Rex Dixon tweet, Immaculate Vision Gaming put out this tweet, and I'll just cite it for you quickly. There is no chance the game is coming out in 2019. We have no intentions of rushing a game out. We are in negotiations with multiple studios and haven't started development yet. Once a deal is in place, we will make a follow-up announcement of a more accurate estimated release date. And a lot of people responded to this negatively, which kind of surprised me. I mean, we are in August. So if you think it's going to take at minimum 6 months to even start to develop a game, probably another 2 months of testing, and then probably another 2 to 3 months of marketing, that in and of itself would maybe, best absolute case scenario, put you in October or November of 2019. And that's a very unrealistic time frame to be working with. So for people that had the goal that this game was going to come out next year, I'm not exactly sure where that concrete came from. Because one thing Immaculate Vision Gaming has been very good with is transparency. They've told you the people that they're working with. Obviously, Big Ant Studios was one of their partners in the past. We also know that they've gotten funding in the interim, so clearly they've made a good decision here to take that investment, share that information with multiple studios, and make sure that they're going to get the best value from the community dollar, from the investor dollars, that they can get the game that they want. When you have the ability to do that, there's no sense in just going with the first thing that came along. So people taking this and saying, well, this is a negative thing, in honesty, this is a positive thing. I mean, let's be fair. They literally could go with the first girl that came to prom, essentially, in Big Ant, and not to say they're not the best option. They very well could be. But they could certainly have went with the first person that came to the table, rushed a game out, because the community obviously wants a game, didn't care how the game actually responded in the marketplace, could do well, could do bad, but then be able to say, well, we produced a game, you wanted this game, here it is. It's actually much more difficult from a personal standpoint with what these two have done to hold back on everything and make sure that all the correct pieces are in place. I understand that there's people that want this game to come out and be the Madden killer, be the next big game, but to be fair, if you're setting that expectation for them, you can't fault them for doing everything they can to get the best game in your hands. And I think if we learned anything from any other game on the marketplace, whether you talk about Madden or any independent game, whatever the case may be, is that time is the only thing that can truly make a game better. Talk about a dev cycle, talk about dev years, talk about 3 to 5 year plans. Those are all things that companies realistically do now to try to get the best game in your hands. So for a company that isn't even in the development phase, to do all the due diligence to make sure they're giving themselves the best opportunity to succeed is the best thing for us as a community. Because that tells you if they're willing to go the hard step slowly, then they're going to take the easy steps just as cautiously, or actually position themselves to be in a much better situation going forward in terms of creating this game. So for those of you that tweeted me and thought, I would be upset about this, or, oh, they're taking advantage. No, they're not. Listen, these guys have a proven track record with this community of being open and transparent about what they're doing. Today is no exception. The only thing you're seeing today is what many people in the gaming industry, and probably them, knew all along. You cannot build a game in this short of a time frame and have the quality that is expected from this product. And that's all they told you. And for the people that are upset about that, I would say that I'm sorry today, but I also know you would be much more upset if the final product did not meet your expectations. And all this message doing today is stating is they're not willing to let that happen. Love to know what you guys think about this. Appreciate you checking it out. I'll be back very shortly with more commentary.